Hi, my name is Nick Beacon, and I am on the U.S. Operations IDP team out of the Chicago field office. And today I'm here with you to talk about the operations and maintenance of the new frozen carbonated beverage machine. All right, so let's talk about drawing a product. So to draw a product, per the station guide, you will need a clear cup and a dome lid. Today's example, we're going to use the blue raspberry flavor. So you're going to first take your clear cup and dome lid and put them together. You will then take the cup and put it underneath the spout of the requested flavor. And you will want to actually put the spout inside the hole of the lid. Then as you go down, you want to fill to about the middle of the M that is on the lid. The flavor will continue to draw once the machine stops, and that's okay. But again, you want to stop at about the middle of the M on your lid, and this would be considered a gold standard product. So another part of the basic operations is for your crew managers to understand the 3 indicator lights that are on the machine. And we wanted to take a minute and really help you understand this. So your first light is going to be your service light. And that means you need to have your KES come out to fix whatever problems you're having with the Viper machine at that time. Your second light is going to be the defrost or product freezing light. And when this light is on, it is very critical that your crew do not draw the product because the product will not be at gold standard. So this light could take anywhere from 3 minutes to 13 minutes depending on what cycle and what time in the cycle it's on. But again, the key thing to remember is when you see this light on, do not draw the product. That'd be a great time to offer a different flavor to your guests because the other chambers will not be in the defrost probably at that time. And again, another way to also prevent that from happening is not drawing an excessive amount in a short period of time too fast. So if you have an opportunity, rotate between flavors instead of drawing the same flavor all at once. And then finally, your third light, and that's going to be your product outage light. And that's going to be when your product in the bag and box is out, either underneath the machine or back stock room. And that's when you'll have to have somebody go back and change the bag and box to a new bag. Now that we just went through the operational end of the Viper machine, and you saw how very simple it is to operationally draw a product, now we're going to go through the maintenance end. And the maintenance is as equally easy, and I cannot stress that enough. There is a daily, a monthly, and a yearly cleaning process for your Viper machine. So let's start off with the daily. So for the daily cleaning, you're going to need just a couple pieces of equipment. First is going to be 3 wet, soaked, sanitized towels. You will need your all-purpose super concentrate. You'll need your solid sense case sanitizer, as well as your 3 compartment sink. So the first step in your 3-step process is going to take a clean sanitized soap towel and your all-purpose super concentrate and spray down all 3 of your nozzles and area. Then you'll get in there and really clean them deep. Then you will take your sanitized towel and discard it into the soil towel bucket. You will now take a wet soaked sanitized towel as well as your solid sense cleaner, and you will first take your wet towel and wipe down the area and all of your nozzles just to give it a great clean wipe down, and then discard this towel into your dirty towel bucket. Your final step is to take your sanitizer and spray your nozzle and area and let it air dry. Next, while this is air drying, you will take back your cup rest and drip tray to your 3 compartment sink. You will wash, rinse, and sanitize this and let it sit for a minimum of 1 minute in your 3 compartment sink sanitizer. Then take it out and let it air dry after that. Your final step is to take a wet, soaked, sanitized towel and wipe down the back area as well as the rest of the machine, and then let it air dry. And that's it. You're done. That is all you need to do for the daily cleaning. For monthly cleaning, you'll need to open up the Viper front. You will need to remove your air filter by pulling on these two tabs and pulling out your air filter. Now take your air filter back to your 3-compartment sink and spray down with your water hose. And when you have areas of grease buildup or dirt, you are able to use heavy-duty degreaser. Spray down with the degreaser and then use your hose and spray that down as well. Once you're done, you'll take it and shake off your filter. Once it's shaken off and there's no excessive water, now it's time to put it back into your machine the same way. Put it back into the notch. And push it in and close your door. And now you're ready for another month of service on your Viper machine. Couldn't be any easier. So now we've been getting a lot of questions in the field about the intelligent defrost cycle. Now we've also been getting questions around, can I lock this out during my peak hours? So although not really recommended, we did want to take time today to show you how to do this process. Now please understand, we're going to walk you through, but please be careful as you're in the programming of the machine, because if anything else is changed, this could cause you to have a service call which is not under the warranty. So I just want to make sure that we give you that disclaimer. So now let's walk you through how to lock out the intelligent defrost cycle. Before we get into the defrost lockout, I would like to also state that this can be programmed for 3 times per day, and it is for a 3-hour period. Now, please also understand that a 1-hour time frame is needed between each lockout period for the machine to fully go into a defrost cycle and come up to a gold standard product. So now let's get into the settings. First, you will go into your menu. Next, you will go into Setup. Then you will go into Event Setup by pressing the down arrow and then Go. Now this is your event setup. In your event setup, you will now go down with the arrow to the Defrost Lock 1. If there is a number there that you do not want, you can start over by hitting Clear. And now your menu is cleared. So now we are going to set the clock for the first time frame at 2:15 p.m. So what we are going to do is arrow over to the right. And now this will automatically bring up 12 noon. I will use my plus sign and I will go to 2 p.m. I will use my right arrow and I will use my plus sign again to bring that to 2:15 p.m. Once I have the desired time, again, now for my second defrost cycle, I'm able to set another cycle, but I will need a 1-hour period between each cycle for the machine to be able to go into a proper defrost and refreeze. So my next setting, I will be able to set for 6:15 p.m. if desired. But if I would only like to do 1 or 2 settings and I am all finished, now I will back all the way out to the main menu and you are ready to go, and you will be locked out during the time frame that you set. Now please remember again, do not make sure you touch anything else within the settings, because that could potentially cause a service call that does not fall under warranty. I would like to also call out sleep mode while we're in the settings. So although sleep mode will not be used in a majority of the restaurants, this is a process that can be used for restaurants that do close on overnight to conserve on energy in the restaurant. you have a setting called sleep mode, which will put the machine in a sleep mode and then wake it back up at the desired time that you put into the machine. So then the machine will totally shut down at night and not go into your defrost settings. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and it is the same way as we did with the auto defrost lockout. You will go into your menu, you will go into setup, you will finally go into event setup and hit go, and under the same menu as your defrost lockout is sleep mode. You will arrow down one to sleep, and then right arrow, which will bring you to 12 o'clock p.m. Now, again, in most cases, we have restaurants that close overnight, so I'm going to show you how to set this for midnight to 4 a.m. So we are going to arrow all the way over and plus sign to change that to a.m. Then I'm going to arrow down, right arrow, and now I'm going to change this with the plus sign to 4 o'clock. Arrow all the way over to the right, change that to a.m. And now we are in a sleep mode from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Once you are done, you will back all the way out to your main menu, and now your sleep mode is set. So now I'd like to quickly talk to you about the yearly cleaning. Now, the yearly cleaning is not conducted by the restaurant. In order to keep the warranty in good standing on the Viper machine, the yearly cleaning and takedown needs to be conducted by the Coke service. Coke will have the KES vendor come out, change your blades and seals, take down and clean the machine, and then put it back up for you. And this will maintain your warranty and keep your machine running gold standard for the following year. We wanted to quickly show you how to change the bag and box in either the machine or if your product is located in your stock room in the stock room. Now please keep in mind, although it is a frozen Coke machine product, the bag and boxes do need to be stored at ambient temperature in the stock room and should never be put in the freezer. So when your bag and box is empty, you will remove the empty case, and then you will take, just as you do in the back regular stock room with all of your other Coke products, take the new nozzle, put it onto the new case, and turn until it is tightly secured. Once secured, you will take the bag and box and place it into your machine like so. Although it doesn't matter where you put it on the shelf, the key thing is to make sure you connect the correct product with the correct big bag and box. All right, so we're almost through. I just wanted to do a quick review. So again, we talked about the operations of how to draw the product, how to do the daily, monthly, and yearly cleaning of the Viper frozen carbonated beverage machine. If for some reason I did not answer all of your questions, you can always find resources at MCD under the frozen carbonated beverage site. And they will have the PM cards, equipment manual, and anything else that you will need for further information on the frozen carbonated beverage machine. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the restaurants.